Hey everyone, this is another Star Wars Lego MOC. This is my custom-made Riot Racer. We'll take a spin around things, talk about the features of this ship, and go from there. You may be familiar with Riot Racers already. It was a new Star Wars racing sport introduced in the Bad Batch. And, you know, some people really loved the Bad Batch, some people didn't like it so much. Overall, I really enjoyed it, thought it was worth watching. But, you know, I'm a pretty simple Star Wars fan. If there's new Star Wars media and they have new ships or vehicles, I'm pretty much automatically a fan of that episode or whatever. I enjoy the new Lego possibilities and seeing all the creative design that goes into making Star Wars vehicles. So I thought it'd be cool to make my own custom Riot Racer that could participate in this new Star Wars sport. I'm going to take it off this little stand that's been helping me out. So in the episode of the Bad Batch when Riot Racing is introduced, there are several different types of Riot Racers. There's one common type. It has, there was 10 or 12 different vehicles racing, and over half of them were pretty much the same vehicles. They had a curvature right here, a windscreen right here, and then kind of a chunky vertical 2-engine setup type of thing. But there were also some vehicles that didn't follow that exact mold. So I wanted to, instead of just kind of copying the most common type of Riot Racer, I wanted to make my own version of it. But I did include this curve shape right here on either side, because I thought that would make it fit in a little better with the other Riot Racers. So if you have seen that episode or not, this sport looks like it can get a little dangerous. It looks like everyone has some different modifications to kind of help them gain an edge over their components. And the first modification to this custom Riot Racer is this little, these can be not full on like blasters, but I feel like they're little, they can shoot little stuns or ion charges out of there. Not completely legal, but I don't think any of the customizations were legal either. But this can, help stun someone else's racer and help them win the race there. The other modification I have is kind of hidden away, and wondering if anyone has seen it already. It's actually something on the underside. So let me take this pilot out because he's probably going to fall out if I don't. But right here, you can take this out and extend it, and it can kind of, maybe looks a little lame right now, but I feel like it can discharge a little zap of energy and stun the vehicle behind it. And a lot of these vehicles had these types of modifications, something that pops out, extends, and blasts a little energy blast to stun a different Riot Racer. So I made this it can tuck away and kind of looks like part of the just kind of the little fin that's up here. Kind of looks like it just mirrors it, but it indeed is a little defense weapon against other Riot Racers. The engines, as I mentioned, a lot of the engines of the different Riot Racers, they had kind of a 2-engine vertical setup here. They're always blue, I believe, so I did want to include that in this design. And then, there's a whole lot of kind of engine detail greebling right here, which helps flush out this area and makes it look a little more, mechanical, and makes it look more like a proper racer. I also wanted to include this kind of detail. I wanted to have a space here with some mechanical details filling up this space just a little bit, and I like how it turned out. Our pilot sits right here as a suggestion of kind of a computer display there, and our pilot is this droid. Let me set this down here. A lot of the different pilots were droids. Some were, or organic beings, but I wanted to kind of throw together this kind of scrappy looking droid and have him or her be our pilot. Let's get our droid back in here. And yeah, I really enjoyed building this thing. It's a lot different than, you know, just a basic land speeder or speeder bike. It's nice, and let's get this to focus a little bit. It's nice and thin, has a thin profile. Definitely unique compared to some other more common vehicles in Star Wars. You know, I've been building a lot of those land speeders and speeder bikes, and most recently some kind of starfighters. So this was a really enjoyable way to switch things up. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for checking it out.